You seriously voted for Biden? What do you mean? You're a Trump supporter? Why can't you wear a mask? Are you really taking that vaccine? Do you know the risks? Schools should be closed. We're in a pandemic. Do you understand the spiritual damage of closing yeshivas? It's worse than the pandemic itself. The world today has become so divided, and the conflicts are heated to the point that our relationships are literally being torn apart over our differences. So what's the secret to dealing with people who we think are just dead wrong? How could we not let what divides us totally tear us apart? So often, when we think that someone's opinion is wrong, we tend to get so angry that we completely dismiss them as a person. We even feel hatred towards them entirely. Why? Because of the crazy conclusions that they've come to. But have you ever come to a wrong conclusion? Were you ever sure that you were right, but in the end it turned out that you were wrong? I'm sure you have. We all have. And maybe you were a little upset with yourself, but I bet you didn't completely write yourself off. I bet you didn't completely hate yourself because of it. Why not? Because you know that you're human and that we make mistakes. So if I can be tolerant of my mistakes, then why can't I be tolerant of yours? You know, we all want to live in this world where we're not completely judged by our mistakes. But I think if we want to live in that world, then we need to build that world. You know, the Torah says that we have to love our friend like ourselves. But how do we really love someone else like ourselves? You know, the Baal Shem Tov explains that the same way you love yourself, even with your flaws, so too you can love other people with theirs. You know, a Hasidic man once told me that his sons were all observant, except for one, who completely veered away from Judaism. And I asked him, I said, how did you respond to your son? He said, every Shabbos, we set a place for him at the table. And every Shabbos we call him, we invite him to come home for Shabbos. And sometimes he comes home. But why do we do this? Because even though we think he's making a mistake, he's still our son. And we love him as a person, even if we disagree with his opinion. We all have it in us to do this. Try it. Try to love the person behind the opinion. Try to love the human being behind the human error. Try to love your friend, even with their flaws. Yes, maybe they've made a mistake, maybe. But there's a good person behind that mistake. And I know that you have it in you to see that good person. Try it. Try to see the good. I know you can do it.